He got it on remote control. 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 He got it. He got it. Oh, he got it. He got it. He got it.
YouTube, hey, hello, how are you doing? I go by the name of Mike T, and today I'm bringing you a brand new video. Now, as you can see in the last upload, we went over the Air Jordan Cool Gray 11, which are set to release December 11th, so that was an early look. If you haven't watched it yet, be sure to do so after this video. Also, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. We really are trying to grow this channel, and we're trying to bring you better and better content each time. So, getting all that out of the way, we are going to go over this new video today, which obviously you can see in the back, we have the Off-White Sale Jordan 5. So how do we get there? We went from GRs to Grails. So what that means is, what's a GR, you might ask? GRs are usually stand for sneakerhead terms for general release. You know, any shoe that just comes out, and they always have mass produced. It's just a shoe that is less, hard to come by or less rare. You know, we just call it a GR, which is just general release. It's not a specialty item, or it just releases in mass quantity. So it's just something that's a little bit more attainable. So that's why it's just basically. But what we did to get up to these is we sold a pair of ALD New Balance 550, which ALD is Amy Leon Dore collaboration, which is a brand out of New York. They've been kind of popping up here lately and getting a little bit more hype. And obviously, anytime they do a collaboration, the resale is usually kind of crazy. So they did release those back in 2020, I believe. And then they turned around and came back again this year. So whenever they released last year, they were reselling anything from like $700 to $750, which is kind of crazy because the shoe retails for $130. So I did pick up the restock that they had earlier this year. I picked it up in the gray and the green colorway, which both of those, like I said, retail for $130. I wore them one time, decided I'm probably not going to wear them too often, so why not make the extra money? I was able to sell them for $220, made $90 profit even after wearing the shoe. So again, it was just a smart business move for me. And also I did sell the Adidas Yeezy 380 in the Mist colorway, which that one I believe retailed for about $200. It did release last year. I wore those a couple times and sold them for about $215. So again, I made a $15 profit. Not really anything too crazy, but that's also after wearing them and after a year. So again, those were just two shoes that I felt like I wasn't going to wear too often. And I just took that money and basically added just a little bit, like I believe it was less than $100, and just basically traded up for these. So again, it may seem like a lot, but whenever you're really just trading up shoes, it's really not that much. So obviously, if you're a sneakerhead or you're probably watching this video, you probably have more than 5 shoes in your collection. It's not about the quality, or I'm sorry, not about the quantity that you have, but really the quality. So I'm trying to slim down my collection and just get better shoes that I feel are better for me in the long run, or just the value is going to be there as well. So jumping right into it, we do have here the Off-White 5 in the Cell colorway. So as you can see, if you're into shoes, you could probably tell this is a shoe that's very, very similar to the Fire Red 5 that released in 2020 as well. But as you can see, it's yellowed, basically like a Cell colorway. It does feature the 23, which MJ did rock back in the day whenever he was wearing his 5s. But the 23 does not come on the Fire Red 5s that were released last year, but so that's a little bit of a difference. It does have the black midsole all the way around with the red shark teeth. And as you can see right under that, it does have that aged vintage look as far as the icy sole on the bottom. So wrapping up around the toe, you can still see it has that translucent sole, almost like a gunmetal or like a charcoal gray. On the toe box, it does feature that ripstop material, which is kind of like, good for any conditions as far as you're going to wear these at the rain or like the snow. If you're up north, I don't recommend wearing these shoes in the snow, but hey, if you're in the conditions and it happens, it happens. So at least you'll be good to go. But as you can see, the laces do come with Cell laces. It also has these vintage little eyelets as well. The little shoelace holder is in this yellow colorway. Also, it has a little red dill inside there. So Up to the silver reflective tongue, you have that kind of similar to the fire red, except it features this Swiss cheese little hole cutouts that you have up here. Also, you can see the red Jumpman just like the fire red 5s. So, wrapping around the midsole, you can see the off-white branding, the Jordan off-white, Air Jordan 5, Beaverton, Oregon hits that they do. And on the back, I love that they put the OG Nike Air on the back. So that's a nice touch. The Fire Red 5s comes with the red embroidery. Here they hit you with the black. So, you know, a nice little change, a nice little touch. I am glad that they went with the Nike branding because it does add a lot to the shoe, in my opinion. So, flipping underneath, you have the Air Jordan 5. You have it again with the charcoal hits, that translucent gray that you have down there on the Nike, and also the yellow aged icy sole that you have here with the red Jumpman on the bottom. So again, you may see that these are very, very similar to the Air Jordan 5s that released last year, which I do have, and I will show you here shortly, but I just wanted to show you the left shoe because it does feature the main hit of what Off-White is known for, is that Off-White hang tag. So that does come in the yellow version as well. They do come with the made in China little tags as well. So this one is basically the exact same as the other shoe, nothing too different on here. Basically, like I said, with the Nike on the bottom, aged yellow mid. This is the Air Jordan Off-White 5 in the sail colorway, like I talked about. And this is the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red that released in 2020. So some people may like this one. Obviously, it's a lot brighter white. This is all leather all the way around, besides this netting here, which this will yellow, kind of similar to the one back there. Off-White just kind of sped up the process and already did it for you, whereas these, you know, you'll wait years down the road and it will do it on its. Again, I do love the bright white. I'm a sucker for white and black shoes. The black midsole is a big selling point for me too, with the red shark teeth, and obviously you have the icy blue sole down below. So on here, it's all black rubber instead of that translucent gray like you can see on the pair behind me. And on the inside, there's no branding like the Off-White does have on. This one does have the little white hit on the midsole instead of the red one like it does on the back. And as you can see, the branding, it does have Nike Air embroidered in the red. I do like that red. It does pop. I wish it was red on the Off-White version, but, you know, it's okay. You know, it's like I said, it's a little bit of difference. You don't want it to be exactly like this shoe. Again, this is the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. It does have that Nike on the bottom and black, as well as the all icy. This is a big, big selling point for me. I love iciness on the bottom of shoes. I know it doesn't last, but it's just clean while you do have it. So I haven't worn these yet. I do need to break these out, but again, this one does have the reflective tongue like the Fire Red 5 has and the Off-White 5 back there with the red Jumpman. And on this one, it does have a clear little lace little tie on there, and it comes with the red shirt inside. So nothing too crazy, nothing too different. Just let me know kind of what version do you like. Do you like the Off-White with the aged look? You know, just this one's obviously a little bit more hype. Or do you like the OG Fire Red 5s? Kind of putting them, you know, side by side. Let me know. You can see the differences up on the toe boxes. Like there, the ripstop material with the Off-White, or the leather with the OG outsides, as well as the insides here. So let me know, what do you like? Do you like the OG? Do you like the hype? Do you like both? Do you not like either one? Again, I just thought this was definitely a good upgrade for me from those GRs before. It's just something that I missed out on sneakers and I wasn't able to hit. But again, like I said, I traded up and just really came out with just a little bit of money out of pocket. So I did pick these up from Stadium Goods. Crazy enough and oddly enough, they weren't really going for too much in a size 10, which I will say the difference that why I went in a size 10 is this is because you can see here, like Off-White kind of removed a lot of the padding that is known for the 5s, like in the back. So you do have a lot more room back there. So whereas the Fire Red 5, you can see it does have a lot more padding here. It is a lot thicker here as well. So, you know, your ankles just kind of has less room. So this is a 10.5, and I went with a size 10 in the Off-White version. So that's one reason why I went on a difference on the sizing, but as you can see from Stadium Goods, it does have the tag, is a size 10. Nothing too crazy on the box. It does come, you know, with your traditional Jordan 5 box with the black, red Jumpman, but it does feature the off-white little Swiss cheese holes that they have on. Again, nothing too crazy on the box. On the bottom, we do have some Nike branding, and that's pretty much it. Oh, sorry about that. And jumping right in, you can see it does have the off-white paper in there with the. Again, nothing too crazy on the box. Let me know how I did. Do you believe that I won as far as the trade up goes? It was just something that I figured I'd wear a lot more as far as the off-white Jordan 5s rather than the 2 shoes that I sold. Like, again, I'm just trying to trim down my collection and just get things that I will wear more often and not just have a bunch of shoes just to say I have them. Just know that if you do have stuff laying around, you can always sell that stuff and just buy what you really like. The next shoe that I really want to get my hands on is the Kobe 6, the Grinch. Colorway, it did release back in the day when Nike basketball was really popping, you know, back in 2009 to like 2013 era with the Kobe's, LeBron's, and KD's. It was just really crazy back then. Nike basketball was really running the sneaker game. It was just really running shoes in general. And they did re-release back in 2020, which was last year. But after the tragic, you know, Kobe accident, resale just kind of skyrocketed. So now you can find those shoes anywhere from like 600 to 750, depending on your size and condition. So I'm really trying to find those for a better price. And also I need a size 11 because I know those run a little bit small. So again, I wear a 10.5, so I'm a size up. But if you know anybody that has those in a decent condition and a decent price, because I'm not paying that, let me know. I'll definitely be selling some more things to trade up and get some shoes, like I said, that I missed. Don't worry if you've taken losses on sneakers, like we all have. Trust me, I know my record is atrocious, but just know that you can always trade up, and they're not losses. They're just here. It's just a delayed W. You know, so it's just like don't think about it. Just because you missed out, you'll never get the shoe. Just know you can always trade up and sell things, and just always get that shoe down the line. So again, these are a delayed W, and yeah, let me know if I won this trade up or if I lost. So let me know if you plan on doing that in the future, or if you've done any trades down below. Just be sure to comment, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe if you're new. Thank you for rocking with me again. I go by the name of Mike T. Peace and blessing.